stream or hit me up on Skype.
Okay, cool.
I
Awesome.
mean, maybe we could
what
do
about the
other.
digits?
My phone number? Oh my god. Kappa Fry, are
Let's
you
get
gonna
the
buy
digits.
me? Are you gonna buy me dinner first?
I know,
I'll take
man.
you to Chipotle.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was really fun. Man, we've been talking for a long time, and this was pretty fruitful discussion, I'd say. So, yeah. Thanks for joining the stream, and thanks for joining us on Skype.
All right, man. You have a very nice day.
You too. Well,
So yeah, go for it, Nadir.
that was awesome.
We summarized it. Basically, traps are shit, everything's power creeped, and the game's balanced.
I feel like we went off on a
What else?
wild tangent.
Can we go on to something that's new? Because everyone should have known that already.
I feel like
I mean, like you know how you were saying how Hat is like good only because everything else sucked. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of like the format we're in right now. Like Cosmo and Monarch are only good because everything else suck.
Oh no,
Like,
I
you can
agree.
say-
I agree.
You could say pendulums, but like no matter what, like the ceiling's just not as high without very good Xyz monsters. I mean, like cool, you can make Rafflesia or whatever, but if they make a Dark Destroyer and stuff, like the only out in your extra deck that we have at the moment is like maybe like an F0 to steal it, or like an Ignister. But other than that, like you're very limited on the number of outs you have.
Rafflesia is also like another inherent flaw card because it involves you to play trap cards.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying like there's not enough good Xyz for your like extra deck toolbox.
Oh no, that's a
To make-
problem. That's a problem with the pendulum deck in general. Like that's what I already said.
Okay, well, hold that
People
thought for
when I
2
was-
seconds. Let me just let me catch up for a second. Okay, so this is another tournament match we have for round 3. We have Jack versus Hussein, and this will be up on YouTube, obviously, as this is sort of meant to be a little YouTube discussion. For anyone who's just joined, we just had a live stream with Maggie Capital G. We discussed some things surrounding power creep, surrounding the meta, surrounding the ban list, and now I'm chilling on Skype with Jerry and Tom. And Ryan, I think he's AFK, and we're just
I'm still here.
yeah, and we're here back to commentating. So if you've just joined us now, thanks a lot. For everyone who's just followed, thank you so much. For everyone who's donated, I say everyone, is like one person who's donated 4 times because he's a little bit intoxicated. And yeah, I think that brings us up to speed. So let's jump back into, I don't know, do you guys want to keep talking about this, or do you guys want to like
Well, I
commentate?
just want to say something about this game. You know how we were saying how bad Hussein was? Like, I think he's gonna beat Jack again. Just from the fact that he opened like this.
Yeah, no. As I was saying, like I don't think Pepe was necessarily like insane for the like because the inherent problem with Pepe like is the fact that all generic rank 4s aren't very good. Like Ptolemaeus was like a slight exception because it could make infinity, but even that isn't like insane because it still had problems with the fact that so many people were playing Ghost Ogre and they're playing Veilers and stuff, and like there's so many inherent flaws, and there's just so many like other like engines like in the extra deck are just so much better. Like rank 8s are so much better and stuff, and like there's so many things like that. But the problem is the reason why Pepe was obviously better was not because of the cards that he could bring out from the extra deck, but just the fact that he could make so many guys on board to keep on making it. So it kept on making guy after guy after guy, and every other deck couldn't compete with that. Like that's the only reason why it was good.
I mean, like, I just really think that Pepe is bad now. Like, no, you're gonna be like, oh, it's bad, but like, I mean, it could do stuff. The deck can still do stuff, I agree. But anyone who's still playing it right now, thinking you can match up with the shittier decks, which is Monarchs and Cosmo, is kind of delusional, because you're facing off, like, against, it's an unfavorable matchup for you when your extra deck toolbox is just so much worse than it was about 2 weeks ago. That's the difference.
What do you think? What do you think it struggles against?
For example, like you can't make a really hard to break turn 1 board now. Like, what do you make? You could make like a Nightmare, cool, and then like a Wrath or something, but both are like really subpar. Like, what do you make turn 1? That's amazing.
Nightmare, Kibi, Tool, Darklaw.
Right, Geki.
See, when you say Dark Law, now you're forced to run like a different engine, and then it's not.
People were.
technically-
Hoban was running that before Pepe like got hit.
Can I just
I know.
address?
There's no
Can we just
That's
like
straight up.
go back to
Straight
streaming
up.
for a bit, if you guys don't mind? So I got some things I gotta address. So someone's asking, Jerry, if you're going to the Brotherhood in March. That's one question.
Yeah, I said if I'm here, because I'm like.
Oh, there you are.
China.
Okay, you replied.
Yeah.
Okay, so someone's asking if you're gonna change the list, what would you do with it? Um,
Oh, I would do so much.
what would you do?
I would do
So-
a lot. I would do a lot. Can we just
There's,
go over that
we,
right now?
we don't have enough time. We don't have enough time for what I would do. I don't think.
Okay, Ryan, we haven't heard from you in a while. Tell me what you would do with the list.
Actually, I think I
What would I
would.
do to the list?
I mean, let's just bring up the list right now. I mean, like towers, cool. Like you can bring that back because Clifford sucked.
Oh no, I'm at the opposite of you. I would ban so many more cards.
Yeah, I'd ban
Oh, really?
everything that said you can't or your opponent cannot. Like,
Right.
I
One
mean,
second. I
Cyberstein
would-
would be Cyberstein deserves to be back because
Stop.
it's fair.
No, that card cannot come back.
ah, dude, shut up.
Well, why can't it come back? Why can't Cyberstein come back?
Right. Okay.
It's out.
Effect Veiler and all those negation cards are not an excuse for it to not come back because
No,
if
but
I
like,
was to
what-
run Cyberstein,
What
huh?
do you break out? What do you bring out that breaks the game?
Oh
The Fury
shit!
Exterior.
Thanks for the donation, Tritzen.
So what? You
I didn't
just
see.
like make a Castell.
The reason your donation didn't come up on the stream is because you donated in dollars. So that's why that didn't pop up. Sorry about that. I need to check my emails if you donate in dollars. Because the native currency to my PayPal was British pounds, so that's why I didn't say that. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. That's a lot of money, like $10. I don't know how I would be able to edit this thing. Like, it won't put you up as the latest donation, unfortunately, because, like I said, it only recognizes the native currency. So sorry about that. Yeah, but thank you so much. Thank you everyone who donates. Like, I really appreciate it. Like, donations don't just go to my pocket. Like, everything goes into the stream. With my last batch of donations, I bought this webcam, and donations always go to making everything better. Next thing I'm aiming for is a better camera. I'm planning to buy something for what was I gonna say? Yeah, new camera for recording games and stuff. Put it next to the donate button. Yeah, sure. I should probably make like a donate like leaderboard or whatever kind of thing. Like just people have their name up. Please make sure you donate in pounds otherwise. Yeah, I should probably do that as well. I've got them muted on Skype right now. I know you guys are probably interested in their whole like meta discussion. But I'm just gonna talk to the stream for a little bit because I've like ignored a lot of you for so long. So let me scroll up and see if you guys have been saying anything particular. Great, now we can talk shit about Capital G. Wow. Hat, Sylvan, Bujin, Madoch, Geargia, Blackwing, Lightsworn. I mean, there was so much good stuff good during hat format. Spellbooks as well. Dragons. Freaking Worms won a regional, man. Worms won a regional. Nadia, sorry bro, we are under capital control. Can't donate. Capital control as in like capital G, or capital as in like, you know, the concept, the economic concept of capital. Is that what you mean? But yeah. Okay, so we're in the middle of Jack versus Hussein. He's playing Pepe against Monarchs. And yeah, pretty... I think Hussein's playing a pretty standard list. Majesty's Fiend obviously is pretty terrible, but... yeah. This discussion is so interesting. You're all good, man. We understand. Yeah. I mean, these guys are like really, really smart, so I guess I will probably just go back to it. And yeah, I'll let them take it from here.
I have my list here. I'm gonna print screen it.
What do you guys think will be the best choice for YCS Prague?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna say Monarch because even though it's a shitty brick deck, like Super Quantum fixes it, and everything's equally as shitty. Like just because everything's so shitty, it's not as shitty.
I posted in the chat like a thing.
Yeah.
Like that's just a brief summary of some of the changes I would do. Like Theban to some like.
That's
hell's
pretty
Theban?
big. I'll put up
What's a-
Tom's theoretical ban list that he would do after this match.
This is hardly anything. This is literally just like a brief starter towards it.
Why
But,
did you
like,
hit Theban Nightmare?
No, Theban is to stand for ban because it says ban in its name, and then like the
Oh.
rank up cards have limited in its name, so that's to show when it goes from limited to limited, and then
Did you just ban rank up
semi.
magic? Like what's wrong with rank up magic?
No, that's supposed to be a That's supposed to be a limited card. So that means limited, and then the next one means semi-limited, and then the only card I'd semi-limit is Reckless Greed, and then unlimited, and then there's a bunch of cards that I'd unlimit.
What's that dark thing next to Reckless Greed?
Let me get in the stream. I've got some great insights.
So that means it says unlimited. so
I just
that
have
means
like
unlimited.
my friends on just now. No offense, I don't really know you. I think. Do I know you? Is that? I'm not sure. Do I know you?
Exodia shouldn't even be limited. Let's be real. Who's gonna play more than one copy of each part of Exodia?
I don't know if I could
if
pick
you-
three. I would pick 3 copies, and then like all the draw cards. So then, even if you don't draw into it, you can always set them, and then wait like a turn.
That's so terrible, though. That's
I
like
know,
15
but like,
cards in your deck, which are terrible.
yeah, it's terrible. But like, you're gonna get so many cheap wins throughout the entire game.
In the realistic scenario, like sure, like let's say in like 2 months you'll probably get like 4 or 5 cheap wins from it, but like
Wow, how is? Well, no, Hussein. Yeah, I think he should lose in theory, but like, whether or not he will lose is another.
all my friends have just disappeared. I'm gonna try and see where they are.
Already discussed Firefist Bear, I go. Let me in on stream, I have some awful insights. Oh, okay. You've sold me, Jack.
I go for game.
You're not online, Jack, actually. Well, I have other insights, apart from Firefist Bear. He's tearing this up, man. But he's gonna get a reboost right now, so that's pretty bad. Defo
Yeah,
would rather
so-
play chess than this format.
I mean, Nad, what would you play? Like, what do you think? What do you think is the best deck for Prague?
I mean, I kind of agree with you. Like, I feel like Monarchs are a shit deck, but I mean, I think that they have a lot of problems, but I feel like other decks just have more problems.
Yeah, I know, because it
on YouTube.
fixes. It's good against Cosmo. Like it has Erebus, it has Stormforth.
Wait, which
Like
one's
it
the
fixes
one
a
with-
lot of the problems other decks have.
I don't think it's that far ahead of Cosmo as people think, honestly.
No, I'm not.
It's not, but it's just better still.
Yeah, I feel like it should win most times, but I don't know. I feel honestly, I feel like Cosmo or Monarch will probably be best deck, or maybe some really innovative like Pepe build, Pendulum
I
build,
don't
whatever.
disagree with you, like Pepe, but like all people are doing now is fixing consistency in the deck. What they're not fixing is
The power.
like you can't fix the power. Like the extra deck is
Yeah.
missing so much stuff. The only power play now is your Draco combo, but you have one luster. So like if at any point they manage to banish your luster pendulum, for example like a bottomless or something like that, like it's actually just game because you don't have any power plays left.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the reason why like a pendulum deck should win Prague is because of the fact that the mechanic is inherently better and it has a higher ceiling, and theoretically I feel like that deck should be the best, but you know it just has so many problems currently, and I feel like the only way it's going to win Prague is if someone really innovates something crazy about it. But at the same time, I feel like I don't see what there is to innovate when it's really the extra deck that's the problem, and there's really nothing you can add to that to make it better because everything's banned.
Yeah.
But here,
I mean, like Ignister is still amazing, but it's so hard to get Ignister off now. Like, I mean, you could open Insane and still have it, but it's just hard.
What's up, Tom?
I was just gonna say one of my. Oh no, it's working. Yeah, no, my friend I'm with says that he likes your content.
Ah, friends.
Friends.
That's so
I wish
nice.
I had-
Some of the weird
See,
shit
I
I was
was
getting
trying
messaged on DN, by the way, when I was in the middle of that stream. Like, ask Randall if he has a big PP. Okay.
I was trying to hook you
Oh,
up. I was
but-
trying to get you his number.
How many of you got lined up? Me and Lucas are free. Yeah, we can do Chislet and thingy after this game. So
Yeah, by the way, I've been playing Dynamist and rated, and the deck is awful, but it's been winning games. Like, I don't understand it.
aren't
is
you
there
really high
bonus
rated
for
as
that?
well?
Hmm?
Aren't you really high rated as well?
Yeah, like nearly 1600.
And you're that
Are
high
you
with
playing
Dynamist?
Dynamists?
Yeah, this guy. Oh, this guy is cited in Cyber Dragon Core, thinking he can Cyber Dragon my guys.
Tell Ryan to
Okay.
bring Dynamist into GR tomorrow. We'll have a mirror match. Oh god, that sounds terrible.
I don't have Dynamists in real life.
Request song.
They're all commons though.
I don't know why this
This
guy's
is
using
when-
like exclamation commands requesting songs. Like, I'm not that advanced for this kind of shit. Sorry. I don't
Brian, this
really
is-
do
this
songs
is
right
where
now.
you go.
We're just having a discussion. So
This is where you go on the GoFundMe site and get it so that people can fund you to afford a Dynamist.
Take Dynamists to Prague.
Just looking at this game right now, I think Jack's gonna lose to Hussein because he's just gonna attack with everything.
Is this
But,
the guy
like,
that played 3 March of the Monarchs?
It is indeed the guy that played 3 March of the Monarchs.
Oh my goodness. No
Nadir,
way.
do you know
Is the
Doug
guy
Zeef?
listening to the stream?
Yes, he's the guy that listening to the stream and says we're so mean to him.
I don't know who Doug Zeef is. If not, you should check him. What is he, a YouTuber or something? Or I've just YouTubed him. He's topped Volcanics. He topped with Volcanics at the North American WCQ last year.
Tony
Oh
Terror.
my gosh. Oh god, this is so bad. Oh.
He-
I beat Zuppini as well with Dynamis, which was quite funny.
Did you beat Zopini?
Yeah, he was playing Pepe and I Dynamisted the fuck out of him.
You got wow. Here, that deck must be good.
See, what I'm
Legit.
trying to
It's not,
say-
it's really
Like, Pepe's just so bad, it can lose to Dino Mist. That's how bad it is now.
So can
Yeah,
Cosmo.
exactly.
So can Monarchs.
Like, why would you play Pepe? That's so awful. Oh.
Why would you play Monarchs? It's so awful.
I agree with you, it's awful, but like, it's just slightly less off. Like, if you're picking between really
It
shitty
really
decks. now.
isn't.
He's a writer on TCG Player. Oh, that's cool. I haven't. I don't really go in there.
I got a shout on TCG player once when one of my friends.
Give it to
Speaking of
Ryan to
Boros,
help
he's doing the
fund his
Danny thing.
Dynamis deck.
Oh wow, we just have a £10 donation from Ollie.
Oh,
Give it to
that's
Ryan
very-
to help fund his Dynamist deck. Wow, Ryan, here you go. You've got like 2 cores now for this tenner.
Oh my
very
god,
cool.
was it Ollie? Like Ollie the Pussy Slayer? Is that who it was?
I think. I mean, it
What is
says
that?
Harry Strick 001. I'm assuming that's Ollie.
Yeah, it's Ollie Kibby Hunter.
Eric Strick wants Ollie?
I think so.
Yes. Here we go, boys.
Oh, I got another funny story. I just remembered another funny story.
Oh god,
about,
story time. Story time stream. Story time.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Are we gonna mute it or not? 'Cause
Do you
it's
need to
gonna-
mute it?
Not really.
What?
It's something for the stream.
Aye, go for it. Tell the stream.
So, Harry Strick likes to Facebook stalk people, and he was looking through Ollie's
Don't we
Facebook
all?
and saw one of Ollie's housemates that he really fancied, that he really thought was fit,
Oh yeah.
And,
but
like, and he messages her, and she doesn't. It's either she didn't respond or she rejected him. Oh no, he messaged him, and no, he messaged her. Then print screened the message into our Facebook chat, and then Ollie was like, I haven't told her about you yet. So it just seemed like to her that he was a random person messaging her for no reason, and then he said that he blocked her so that and like tried to delete the message to make it so that she wouldn't see it. But now apparently she did see it in the end, and she just thinks that Harry Strick is an utter creep.
What did he say? He just said like.
It was something about trying to like meet up sometime and try and go out or something.
Was it like a joke? Like, how the hell do you message someone like that's the first thing you say
No.
to someone?
No, because like he literally wanted to go out with her.
Wow. That's not how you
And
interact
Ollie's-
with. Wow. Okay.
Ollie's seen it and he's like going too savage.
Oh, so it is all.
Yeah, it is Ollie.
Doesn't Harry have a girlfriend?
No.
No.
He's
I mean-
constantly in the at the moment he's being friend zoned by some Asian chick that he wants
Like in
to fuck.
Thailand?
Yeah, and I'm constantly having to tell him, please don't try and get with this girl. Like, just move on because there's no way you're gonna fuck this girl because she's friend zoned you.
How does Water win game 2 and 3 against Monarchs? I'm assuming you play Mass Destruction, like Dark Holes, and maybe some Kaijus, and then you just OTK them?
No, well, yeah, okay. If you're lucky, because they have Prime, like they can block your attack. It's really hard to kill them through a Prime.
Yeah.
Oh, now I got another thing because apparently Ollie says that we're bashing on Harry. So I'd like to mention about how this Ollie kid once said to me in my living room that you should. It is correct to change your deck for local. If you're playing a locals or a regional or YCS, you should build your deck for that event, and you should make it so that you main MSTs for your locals, so that you don't lose to random shit. He once
That's
said
probably
that
right,
me.
to be honest.
It's fine.
It's actually probably
It
right.
really isn't. It really isn't though, because surely like that.
Have you
Because
seen the
I
shit
mean-
that happens at Spellbound locals? Like
No.
you've got people
Oh.
playing like
Yeah,
Banisher of the Radiance, like Stun, and it's just like you're playing Mermail,
Yeah,
so
but
you're gonna main.
you don't know if you're gonna. You don't know if you're gonna play. You could potentially play against that at a big event. Like you should be practicing your list for the big events because sometimes you are going to face that random shit, and like you're going to have to make it so that your deck is optimized so that you still don't lose to that random shit with the best build.
Why the hell didn't you play MST in Necros format?
I've to this day I've still never made MST in
Yeah,
Necros.
exactly. You're contradicting yourself. Like, I agree with
No, I'm
you,
not.
but
I'm
like,
sa-
why
I'm
are
s-
you
I'm s-
why are you contradicting yourself?
Because I don't think it's correct to main MST in Necros. I think in
I
a
mean,
big
I-
event I wouldn't main MST either.
But you would have lost to the random shit. Yeah.
No, I'm saying that you should make it so that your build is good enough so that you don't need those sort of shitty cards, so that you just beat them anyway.
How the hell does Necros beat anything that just flips a mistake on them?
You make a Castell and spin, or a
Yeah,
Diamond
you
Dagger
can
and
still
pop.
you can still out those cards. It's just the fact that if you main MST for Floodgates, they can easily. There's gonna be so many times and variants whether you're just still gonna you're gonna draw your MST, you're gonna MST their Floodgate, and they're still gonna have another Floodgate. It's just really not worth it to main deck it for those scenarios when a bunch of those times you're still gonna lose to Floodgates because they're still gonna have more Floodgates than you have MSTs because
The
they
awful
play
thing
more
is-
Floodgates than you play MST.
Like drawing MST in the mirror is the worst card you could possibly draw. Like it'll just be
Exactly.
stuck in your hand for the rest of the game unless you want them to trish you. Like I mean, you can chain
Ollie,
it, yeah, but it's still pretty awful. Like it's just a dead card.
Ollie, is that a dig it because I turn one dwelled? Beaky, tell them about the time you name dropped Patrick Coburn and Fraser Smith to sound cool. Right, okay.
That sounds like
so
something
there's-
you do.
No, I have a lot of well-known friends, sure, but the reason why I did it was we were at Portsmouth Regional, right? And it's like round 2 or something.
Oh my
And
god,
some
you
guy-
name drop Patrick Hoban at a Portsmouth regional.
Yeah, no. Let me explain myself because it makes me sound a lot worse than I am. But the reason I said it was because they were talking about dice or something, and I was borrowing someone's dice, and I rolled it, and one of the dice they had a fucking weird shape thing, and I was like, what is this meant to mean? And so I asked the guy, and he's like, oh, that's 6 or something, and I was like, okay then. And he's like, yeah, that's really weird. I don't know why they don't do it for the 1. I was like, no, it's fine, don't worry. I had ARG dice before that I used to use, and that the ARG was a 6. And he's like, oh, ARG. And I was like, well, I got them for free because I'm friends with Patrick and Fraser. And that's literally all I said. I was just saying that I got them for free because I know these people.
Oh, just my friends, the best players in the world. It's just chilling. They gave it to me. It's all good.
Well, people like to go on about the fact that I'm bum
Oh
buddies
my
with
god, did
Fraser.
he decide intercept against he sided intercept. Oh my god, ew.
I'm not actually. I'm watching the stream thing. I'm not watching the match. So
Wow, I've
Okay,
never seen this card in my
okay.
life.
No, like I think Jack is so wrong in activating this card because like there's a card called Return of the Monarchs. So if you summon a Monarch and you put Return on Chainlink 2, you miss the timing on Intercept, so it's like awful. Like it's so easy just to miss the timing on that card. Like good players will play around it.
Yeah, he
but
probably
Jack
just doesn't
also
know that.
thought. Jack also thought that Cosmo was the best deck.
What do you mean? You say that in the past tense.
Does he still think it's the best deck?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh wow.
He told me he's just trying to justify spending money on Dart Destroyers.
I mean, what is happening? Like his opponent lost to a Key Beetle that didn't do anything. It didn't even put it on a Floodgate or anything like that. Like it was just sitting there.
That's
Key Beetle.
Shadow Dragon.
Wait, what did he keep? Did he Key Beetle Intercept?
No, the back row. Well, yeah, the one that's face down. But yeah, it's pretty awful.
What was it? I didn't catch it. How did Hussein lose?
It
Did he just?
didn't matter. I really don't know. Like his opponent just bricked. Like he actually could not play the game.
Oh.
So it didn't matter, regardless of what it was.
Oh yeah, I think that was the thing that Ollie had a go at me at because I didn't say Patrick Hope and Fraser Smith. I said I know Patrick and Fraser. Apparently that makes it worse because that means they have to assume they know who the person is.
My face
Yeah.
down was restrict.
Pepe sucks. Like
Nice.
Dynamist, like beat Pepe. I don't understand this.
Did you order food? Oh. Fuck! I missed that on food,
Summons
guys.
Cyber Dragon from deck. Sound. He plays fucking Cyber Dragon core in the side. What? These people.
Shit.
Summons Cyber Dragon
Oh,
Dre.
cheers, mate. Bro, I just
Cool.
got some free garlic pizza bread.
Dry's
I'm
amazing,
loving
mate.
life right now. My name is RJ. I agree with you. We should have another Necros type deck. Necros
Yeah, I
is the
love
best deck.
Necros was the best deck. I liked it. So.
What does another
prefer it
Necros
to
type
Dragon
deck
Rulers.
mean? Like, what does that mean? Like having
So
another
like
type deck.
a ritual themed like explosive deck that doesn't run traps. And it's
Well,
And
I
there's
mean-
some skill-intensive mirror match.
Doesn't run trap, that's default. Is explosive, that's default now because if Konami releases a good deck, it needs to be like broken, so it's obviously going to be explosive. Is he really referring to just the summoning mechanic of ritual? Like, I don't think they're trying to
No,
go with that.
It also involves. I mean it in the sense that it's also got a skillful mirror match.
Yeah, but it's just it involves siding a lot of funny cards like Maxi, Shared Ride, and all that stuff, and just like in general, like being a
Knowing
good.
what to play around and knowing what not to play around, and
Yeah, but sometimes if your opponent just has the nuts, like there was actually no way you could have won.
that's been Yu-Gi-Oh since the dawn of time.
Yeah. Oh my god, so Hussein bricks again. This is what you get for running triple march. Bro.
I think Necros is actually like better than Dragon Rulers, in the sense of like playing.
Well, no, but
Dragon Rulers-
if they were dueling each other, I'm pretty sure that Dragon Rulers would win because you can't put up with
Probably.
you can't put up with all those monsters.
Oh no, I agree. It's just because I just don't like the fact that Dragon Rulers. I know people like to go on about Dragon Rulers being skillful, but a lot of it was down to just playing around rules, like when to play around Maxi, when to force them to Maxi.
Put your
Stuff like that.
Redux defense.
Yeah, like
And then-
tribute set Redux, like force them to Maxi, and then you tribute Redux, and then you do Super Rejuve and draw 6 cards.
But yeah, it was okay. I think Dragon Rulers was pretty skillful. The deck I hated most was Spellbook. Like I didn't really like I understood it, but I also didn't really understand it. Like it's like a floodgate deck, but it's also like awful. It just does a lot of searching.
And the mirror match was awful.
Yeah.
Was it?
Like I drew. Oh yeah, no, I've never played Spellbooks before in my
Oh
life.
yeah,
and I
because
misplayed
Judgment works on
7
both players.
Yeah, no, I'd never played the deck before in my life. I played someone that apparently played it for ages. I made like 7 misplays and I still beat the guy because my hand was so much better than his.
Well, I mean, that's just Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
No, that's just Spellbooks bricking.
I mean, like, you can have that with any deck, though.
Sure, but you don't have it to the rate like, for instance, Monarchs and Spellbooks. They brick a lot more consistently than most decks.
Do they really?
What is that?
Though? Are Quantum
Oh,
Monarchs
sick
really
light.
going to be that bad?
Oh, you're
What?
a babe.
I don't think Quantum Monarchs are that bad.
Did you guys get a drink? Did you get a fucking get a Meteora? Oh, bruv.
Bruv.
I love you. Hook a man up
Did
with a
someone
slice.
say Monarchs are so close to being like Necros?
Huh?
Someone
Yeah.
just said Monarchs are so close to being like Necros.
Who said what now?
The stream, nothing.
In what
Whoever
way?
said that needs to kill themselves.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Did I go a bit too far there?
A little bit.
I mean,
Kill
it's-
yourself.
Should I say cancer
Like-
instead?
Monarchs are not bad, it's just flawed. You have to spend your normal summon on it. You can't do anything else.
If I destroy his skills, does he still add to hand? With Donkey? Yeah, he does.
No,
Oh,
he
wait.
doesn't.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Has to.
doesn't.
The scales
He
has to be on the field.
Doesn't.
Are you sure? Because it met its requirements at activation.
No, it needs to have it for a resolution as well.
Says-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
By Necros type deck, I mean very powerful and very skill intensive. Makes the mirrors really exciting and challenging. I mean, Monarchs are sort of like that. Like the mirror match, at least. Like the Monarch mirror match is really, really skillful, and it reminds me a lot about Necros. not as
No, it's more
consistent.
like Shadow. It's definitely a lot more like Shadow.
The Doll mirror match, you think so?
Yeah, you had to avoid having a fusion monster on field. Which is like the Monarch mirror match where you can't have a tribute monster on board.
Pretty much. Or like when it's your turn, you have to Stormforth in the standby phase, so that you get priority in main phase to tribute over their guy.
Okay, what's happened? Did Jack sent. Oh yeah, he sent. Okay, he sent. Okay, cool.
Looking
Oh my
back
God.
at it though, that's kind of funny that people kept on going on about Shadel Mira being skillful. It's not as
Donkey,
skillful as people made it out to be.
The only thing you had to know was set your beast over your construct, name phase 2.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much it.
Although my Soul Charge Shadol deck was going to be sick if they didn't limit Soul Charge. Who's Blood Bomb 12?
He's running chicken game. It's like he wants his opponent to draw something good. Wait, what?
Monarchs aren't helmet, it's linear. I mean, do you not think that's kind of the same thing? If a deck's linear, it's pretty helmet by definition because it doesn't have any decision trees.
No, it's not. Because, for example, like knowing a lot of plays. For example, one of the plays would be using Ether with Stormforth on your opponent's turn, and then knowing when, like, it's a lot of, like, you have to know what cards to send with Ether and all that stuff. But, like, you do play what's in your hand. That's why I say it's linear. But, like, you can't just pick up the deck and then anyone can play it perfectly, because it does take a while to know all the plays. Like, you know how you were playing the same Super Quantum Monarch deck I sent you? Like, I was complaining about your plays because you were playing it like shit. Like, it's not totally helmet in the sense that, like, yeah, like, you just pick this up, you can't just play it. But it is really linear, like, you're limited in what you can do.
Do you know what you just described?
What?
Bujin.
Yep. But Bujin is actually
Bujin's-
not that skilled. It's pretty helmet. Like
The
that's
reason
I mean,
Bujin is helmet
look,
is because it's not because it's linear, it's because it's protect the castle. It has one strategy.
I mean, no, it was so linear. Bujin was so linear.
No, it was linear, but that's not why it's like helmet. It was helmet because because it was protect the castle.
Oh, is that
And it
what
was-
people say when they mean helmet?
I mean,
No.
how do you define helmet? Like,
What a
you
retard
just
play.
play it safe. Like basically, you try to be very safe and like.
Oh no,
Like-
I'd say what a retard would play.
yeah, I think it's like, you know, any monkey can like pick
A
it up and
special-
do well with it.
A special needs person needs a helmet.
Like because there's no
For what they
decision
play
making
usually.
involved whatsoever. That it's helmet.
Yeah. This decision making in Monarchs though, I'm pretty sure like Hussein loses this game, like he just bricked. This is
mean-
what happens.
Yeah, but do you guys not think like, you know, by that definition that you could say like Necros was helmet depending on the matchup?
No.
No, it's not.
Had
Because
so many
the
decision
mirror-
trees.
You have to know how to play the mirror really well.
No, that's what I said. I said depending on the matchup.
No, but
Still
it's
not.
still not.
because-
Like, do you
Like,
guys not
I-
think if you just summon Unicorn against Shadal's and like keep that on board, like you just win?
No.
I've had friends who lost when they picked up Necros for the first day and they played against like Blackwings and they still lost. It was pretty funny actually.
That's just a point for discussion. I don't actually think that, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. Can you make
I mean,
a
can you
go
fix-
kill yourself emoji with Beaky's face on it? I would love to know how to actually work Trish. That would be quality.
I
Oh my
mean, if
God.
we're saying this though, Cosmo by definition should be helmet. Because as Matt Bell said, even Claire can play Cosmo.
There is a few decision trees in Cosmo.
There are like it's just OTKs. Like you can't pick up the deck and know all the OTKs right away.
But Matt Bell said the deck was specifically designed for newer players to learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt it. But like popping your own Dark Destroyer and then getting that OTK in, like stuff like that. If you just picked up the deck, you wouldn't even know that Dark Destroyer could pop itself unless you played enough Yu-Gi-Oh.
I love how someone put Cosmo is helmet and then
I
someone
think that
immediately
wraps up this game. It
Cosmo
looks
are
like
not
Jack
helmet.
has managed to overcome. I feel
Well,
like there's some